Welcome to Lighting 201. It is finally here and it's gonna be a blast because Lighting 201 is nearly 10 hours of edited, jam-packed education. And it's all about off-camera flash. That's right, folks, we're gonna take you on nearly 20 different shoots. You're gonna go on multiple daytime couples portrait sessions, engagement sessions if you want to call them that, where I teach you first and foremost how the heck do you overpower the sun to yield dramatic and colorful images, and how to balance flash to ambient light to create a more natural look to your couples portraits. We're going to go on multiple nighttime couples portrait sessions where I show you how to balance flash with nighttime ambient light for beautiful evening portraiture, as well as just how to backlight your subjects for incredibly creative effects. I'm gonna show you some of our also crazy, wild techniques, or what we like to call the whip pan, where we will basically use an off-camera flash to freeze our subject and will create a wild camera movement to create super artistic images that are gonna blow your clients' minds. Or how about that desert nighttime portrait where I show you how to do a long shutter drag combined with flash to have a sharp and well-lit subject along with a bright and beautiful nighttime sky. I'm gonna show you how you can use your off-camera flash along with some light manipulation to shape midday sun into soft and beautiful light to light one of our portraits of a South Asian bride. I'm gonna take you to multiple real weddings to teach you how you can use a whole variety of techniques, from using inexpensive manual speed lights to full feature speed lights to medium strobes, to evenly light an entire wedding party with soft and beautiful light. I'm gonna walk you through my Triumph motorcycle tribute shoot where we teach you how to balance ambient backlighting and fill with our heavily modified and controlled main lights to create dramatic environmental portraits. We're also going to the desert for a conceptual fashion shoot where I'm going to teach you how to use medium strobes to get a little bit more oomph out of your flashes and flash power, and also how to angle and use existing light on top of your flash to create different visual effects over your subject. We're also going to be going into a hotel room to teach you how to create beautiful and soft light for boudoir portraits, as well as how to use inexpensive self-made gobos to manipulate light and create dramatic lighting effects. I'm even going to show you how you can use simple compositing techniques to essentially create flash power in situations where you just don't have enough light. And here is the best part. We're going to teach you how to create every one of these images with inexpensive and highly portable lights and light modifiers, and we're gonna create every image that you see here with just a single off-camera light source. Now, let me say this, if you missed Lighting 101, I would highly recommend that you stop and first study Lighting 101 in depth, because Lighting 201 picks up right where Lighting 101 left off, and we jump into all of our techniques really at a full sprint. In Lighting 101, we gave you a strong foundation in understanding light and light manipulation. We taught you about understanding ambient to flash balance, light qualities and their stylistic effects over your images, light manipulation, the inverse square law, high-speed sync, flash duration, white balance and color temperatures, and a whole host of other techniques and tricks to create incredible images. And we created every one of those images with just our on-camera hot shoe mounted flash. Now, moving into Lighting 201, an off-camera flash means first and foremost that we are dealing with far more gear. And so Lighting 201 starts by first helping you to understand and master the gear and the technologies that are going to be used for taking the flash off camera. We start by breaking down and simplifying off-camera flash technologies by discussing the pros and cons of wired versus infrared versus radio technology. We teach you the differences between what we refer to as pocket, medium, and full strobes. That's right, folks, I call them pocket strobes. Why? Because I like it. It sounds cute. That's what I'm all about. And we basically talk about the differences between these strobes and when to use what. We discuss our favorite gear in both the budget and the professional price ranges, the differences between them. We discuss ND filters, our favorite ultra portable off-camera flash modifiers, and we even walk you through all of our typical lighting gear setups from start to finish. Then, after gaining an understanding of gear and troubleshooting that gear, we dive into our shoots and we dive straight into the deep end because that's how you learn best. In fact, we start chapter 3 by teaching several different bare bolt flash techniques. The first one being how to overpower the sun by using one or even stacking multiple sub $100 budget pocket strobes. In this first chapter on techniques, we also jump into adding flash to existing ambient light direction to preserve shadow. We discuss bare bolt techniques for lighting groups. We discuss backlighting techniques for artistic effect. We even talk about how to create these simple composites to basically increase your flash power when your flashes just aren't strong enough to reach your subjects or when the flashes would basically be in the frame. And last, we end chapter 3 with how to use off-camera flash to freeze your subjects during the whip pan. And yes, that was just the first chapter on off-camera flash techniques. That was chapter 3. So again, believe me when I say that you're going to want to make sure that you understand the basics from Lighting 101 before diving into this course. If I get an email from you that says, "Pi, you didn't explain this," I'm gonna go, "Well, Timmy, go back to Lighting 101. Moving into chapter 4, it's all now about modifying our off-camera pocket and medium strobe lighting. We're gonna start first of all by teaching you how to shoot with wide open apertures using Tiffen ND filters in bright midday sunlight. Further, how to modify that bright midday light, turning it basically into a fill light while adding a powerful modified directional flash coming from small Photix Metros Plus pocket strobes to become our main light to create a stunning outdoor portrait of my South Asian bride. Like all of our courses, Lighting 201 is designed to teach you skills and techniques that you can apply immediately. The whole goal is we want you to start first by using your existing gear and maybe investing in a few small pieces of new gear. So in every tutorial, we're going to teach you how to achieve these results using budget gear. And then we're also going to discuss the professional gear and the differences between them. So for example, in chapter 4, we're going to show you how to feather and modify multiple inexpensive sub $100 pocket strobes to create a singular light source that's going to evenly light an entire wedding party. And we're going to use or basically create soft directional light with a $20 shoot-through umbrella. And the whole thing is that we do the actual technique, it's actually done during a real life wedding. So in chapter 4, we're also going to be showing you again how to light a wedding party, but this time we're going to be using budget manual medium strobes like the Bolt VB22, and also showing you the differences between those strobes and more professional full feature strobes like the Profoto B2. In each of these cases, we'll be demonstrating lighting the wedding party for a more natural and lifestyle look, as well as for a more dramatic look or effect. Now in chapter 4, we also demonstrate how we use our favorite third-party full-feature pocket strobe, the Photix Metros Plus, in our lineup of ultra-portable light modifiers from Westcott, the Westcott Apollo series, to create dramatically lit environmental portraits during our Triumph tribute shoot. Our goal here is to help you to truly understand lighting and lighting gear. We want you to know how to achieve every effect and every result, how to get professional looking images first with inexpensive budget gear, the gear that everybody should really be starting out with. Then what the benefits are by moving into a more affordable but mid-level quality gear, and finally, the differences between jumping into higher quality professional gear. We want you to realize that each of these tools, they have their purpose and they have their limitations. We'll get to professional quality results regardless of the gear that you're using, but we want you to understand that better gear might be able to help you get there in a more simple and quick manner as you proceed in your photographic growth. Towards the end of chapter 4 and throughout chapter 5, we want to help you to see like an artist, but to think like your camera. This means that we will show you how to get creative with light modifiers, as well as how to create your own DIY gobos to create dramatic lighting effects, and we're going to do so during our hotel boudoir shoot. We also want to help you better visualize and understand what happens with color shifts for moreover creative effect versus corrective effect. We talked about corrective control in Lighting 101. Lighting 201 is really more about creative control and how basically to manipulate light via grids and other modifiers for more control over light, light spill, and where you're placing light in your frame. Chapter 6 concludes with additional case studies and refinement. Again, we want you to walk away from this course with the tools and the ability to be able to capture an image, to analyze that image in the camera, and then to make the changes necessary with your lighting on your set to yield an incredible work of art straight out of your camera. Once again, throughout every one of these shoots, we're demonstrating each of these techniques on real shoots. Our weddings are actual weddings. Our clients are real clients, and these are actual techniques that we put into practice on a daily basis in Lynn & Joseph Photography. From every single person that I know that's watched Lighting 101, you all came away from it thinking, holy crap, I had no idea I could do all of that with just my on-camera hot shoe flash. I know that every one of you are going to walk away from Lighting 201 thinking the exact same thing, that you had no idea that all of this could be accomplished with just a single off-camera light source. And then, of course, comes Lighting 301 and further, where we're going to basically dive into multi-point flash and constant light setups and all sorts of crazy stuff. So, enjoy Lighting 201, another gold standard SLR Lounge educational product and resource, and I'll see you all in the next video.
You